But it was this unknown kid with a backpack who stole the show.
Diamonds, they so cold like some ice cream. Diamonds, they so froze like some ice cream. Nick white solid gold like some ice cream. Diamonds on my neck, call me ice cream. Ice cream.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Backpack Kid, back at it again with another YouTube banger. Now, as I was looking through my shoe collection, I realized that these particular pairs of shoes that I have are pretty dirty. And what better way to clean my shoes than with a story time? A story time that you may have wanted to hear too. My friends are letting me babysit their pit bull while they're out of town, and I think I'm doing pretty good so far. This is my first time ever pet sitting any animal, and she's alive! I'm giving her food, water, air, shelter. I'm a goat at this pet sitting shit. You're in my way! You're in my way! You're in my way! Don't bite on my Crep Protect. Why are you so energetic? Calm down. Okay, stay there, please. All right, y'all, so this is the story time. Don't drink that. Don't drink that. Go away, don't pass this area. I'm about to lock you up if you don't come past this area. Do not come past this area. Why are you biting me? Do not drink that. I see you trying to drink that. Do not drink that. Stop biting my clothes. Is this what puppies are like? No, do not drink that. Do not drink that. Do not come past this point. Dog is trying to drink the Crep Protect. Do not come past this point. If you come past here one more time, I'm locking you up. All right, I'm locking you up. All right, y'all, back to where we were at. This is the story of how I went on stage with Katy Perry on Saturday Night Live. I'm gonna clean my Adventure Time customs first. So first things first, this whole thing happened 4 years ago in 2017. May of 2017 to be exact. But let's start off things from the very, very beginning. So I had like 500K on Instagram at the time. I was like buzzing a little bit, but I wasn't like as big as I was after Saturday Night Live. Rihanna just posted me. It was December of 2016. That's when that happened. So I was just chilling, doing my everyday things. I was doing my little dances, going viral left and right. Oh, I may have not put enough Crep in here. Nah, it's working. Yeah, straight. Yeah, so I was just going viral left and right. I was just a kid having fun, doing my thing. And then May comes around 5 or 6 months later after December of 2016. May of 2017, that's when things started to get a little spicy. So I had a booking email in my bio at the time, as I do now, as I will forever have a booking email in my bio so I can get booked and do stuff, brand deals and stuff like that. But on this particularly fine evening, I got an email from what looks like to be Katy Perry's team. And I was like, there's no way Katy Perry's team just emailed me. That's impossible. That's never gonna happen, and it never has happened ever. Nope, never, 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 never. But as you can see from me going on stage at Saturday Night Live, it was indeed Katy Perry's team. So in the email, they were talking about how Katy Perry liked my vibe a lot and wanted me to join her on stage because she had a set for Saturday Night Live later on in that month. And I thought it was a scam. I thought they were gonna fly me out and rob me or something, but we just went along with it. They sent a deposit for us to come out, book the flights, and I was like, okay, this is really happening. So no, it wasn't Katy Perry that directly DM'd me or emailed me or anything. It was her team. Katy Perry and I have never talked outside of person. Our DMs are not open. We've never emailed, texted, or anything. We've only talked in person. Oh, these souls are dirty. Okay, so back to where we were at. So I got this email from Katy Perry's team saying that she wanted me to come on stage with her on Saturday Night Live. And I was like, yeah, I most definitely confirmed that I was gonna be there. They flew me out, put me in this nice hotel in New York, and then things just got better and better from here. So at the time I was like 15 or 16. Yeah, I think I was 15. I went with my mom. I wanted to go by myself. You know, I was 15, traveling to New York, but my mom was like, nah, if you want to go, I got to come with you. And I was like, okay, I mean, that's fine, honestly. Like, I'm still gonna go on stage with Katy Perry. So from here, we were in New York for about 4 or 5 days, and I got to miss 2 days of school. Yes, sir. That was my favorite part, by the way, of this whole thing. I got to miss school. Oh, there's a big scuff right here. So we had 2 days of rehearsal before the actual Saturday night. So Thursday and Friday were rehearsal days, and I just had to sit most of the time because there were so many sets for Saturday Night Live. There's always a bunch of sets. So whenever you're not rehearsing your set, you're just kind of like sitting around, but they want you there just to have you there. So whenever it's your time, you can't be like, oh, I'm late, I'm running late. So Thursday, our rehearsal was a lot later in the day because so was the set for Katy Perry. So we had to wait hours and hours and hours Thursday and Friday just sitting around while we were not rehearsing my part. I think this first shoe is about done. My arm is getting really tired, so I really hope this is worth it. There's a little blotch on the sole, but it's straight. So I got to meet Katy Perry before rehearsal, of course. Like the rehearsal of us actually going onto like a stage and rehearsing exactly what we would do. I got to talk to her before that, and we filmed a little video.
Let's go.
Swish, swish, swish.
She posted it on her Instagram. I posted it on mine. It started to go hella viral. A lot of people started posting it. A lot of big celebrities. I got to meet the Migos as well on set because they had a set there too. And they were like, yo, ain't you that little dancing kid? I was like, hell yeah, I'm that little dancing kid. And keep in mind, I was like 15 years old, so this was all like so cool to me. But yeah, let me explain to y'all exactly how Katy Perry is in person, because a lot of y'all have not met Katy Perry in person, and it's not exactly 100% identical to what you would see of her or anyone on the internet. So let me just explain to you how nice of a person Katy Perry really is in person. So when I first met Katy, she was like the sweetest person I've ever met. Like if you met her and you didn't know that she was famous, you wouldn't be able to tell she was famous because she was just like conversating and talking to everyone there, not just the Migos or the other famous people. Like she was talking to everyone, and she was so sweet about it too. But it's times like that that'll really motivate you to do the same thing when you get to that same spotlight. Cause I'm 19 now, and when I was in like my big spotlight, I was like 15, 16, and when she was that nice to me, I wanted to be just that nice to everyone else. But I was young and dumb, and I was kind of a dickhead to a lot of people. Not everyone, but I was a dickhead to a lot of people. But I grew, I matured more. I'm not like that anymore. I'm more humble about myself. I carry myself around better, and I'm happy for it. Oh my gosh, these are so dirty. I can't wait to clean these. Back to what I was saying. Katy Perry, yeah, nicest celebrity in the whole world, nicest person, nicest living organism in the whole universe. And not to mention, she flew me out to New York and had me on stage with her. Let's not forget that. So rehearsal, basically, mine was only like 20 minutes long with her, like the whole thing. It was really short because I only had a little part. She had a little bit more rehearsal time than me, but for my part, it was kind of a short part, so it was just kind of like there. Oh, there's a little piece of hair right here. But yeah, honestly, I wasn't really that like mad that I had to wait around all the time. Well, first of all, because I was about to be on Saturday Night Live. Second of all, like we were in our waiting room, we had drinks and snacks. I was making content around the hallways and stuff. I was chilling. I was big chilling. So we had the 2 rehearsal days, Thursday and Friday, but then the big day comes, Saturday night. Most of the sets are already going live. There's a crowd in the audience. My heart's kind of pumping because I know I'm gonna have to go out there soon. So after, I forgot exactly how long, but after the amount of time that the other sets took to perform, they kind of like grabbed me from my waiting room and brought me to behind the stage while Katy was performing. Because I didn't come out right when she came out. I came out a little bit after. So it was Saturday night. Everything was going crazy. Everything was going well. Huge cameras everywhere, like 4K or something. I don't know. I'm not really a camera guy, but they were like huge cameras. Like, you know, in the NBA, those huge cameras that they had those huge cameras. I think they'd be like paying $100K for them each, these big, huge cameras, because they need the greatest quality they can for Saturday Night Live. My heart was racing when I was behind the stage. I was like, if I mess up, there were 13 million people watching that live. If I messed up, 13 million people, plus the people that were in the crowd, were gonna watch me mess up. So I was like, I can't mess up. Whatever I do, don't mess up. I was on my phone, I was on Snapchat, Instagram, contacting all of my friends, like, yo, watch Saturday Night Live right now. You're about to see me on there. And then my one friend, he was like, I hope you mess up. I was like, bruh, I'm not gonna mess up. I was too confident to mess up. And I didn't mess up. I think it went really smoothly. So they gave me a cue. Like, there was another guy behind the stage, and he gave me a cue to go out on stage. And I was just like, give me this cue already. These look a lot better now. It was finally time. He gave me the cue. I went out, started waving my arms around, flinging my arms back and forth, going up to the front of the stage. And then I started doing the floss. And I looked straight ahead at the camera. I did not look anywhere else. I did not look anywhere else. I was just looking at that fat ass camera, and I made sure that the angle was perfect, everything was perfect, and I was not about to mess up. And in my head, I was thinking like, bro, that one friend that said, don't mess up, don't mess up. I was like, yeah, joke's on you, bro. I'm not messing up. I'm not messing up. That was really all I was thinking in my head at the time. It went so quick. Because that whole part that I was up there, it was only for like a minute, not even, honestly. Honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna get to all these shoes, honestly, but it's straight. 2 of these aren't even like horribly dirty, but 3 of these are pretty dirty. Sheesh, shoe crep be doing their job though. So back to what I was saying, my heart was racing. I was like, don't mess up, don't mess up. But, so the song ended, we all had to strike a pose and freeze. So you know what I did? I struck a pose and I froze. I froze more frozenly than everyone else was froze. And I had a straight face the whole time. I made sure not to crack a smile. And I'm pretty good at that too, because it's just like, I'll just be thinking of nothing, and that's what makes me do that without smiling. But sometimes it doesn't work when people are being too funny. But I was just staring at a camera. I was like, if I just stare at this camera, nothing funny is gonna happen, so I'm not gonna laugh. My heart was racing so fast when it ended. I was like, I just did that. I really just did that. I did not mess up not a single time. 13 million people just saw me hit that bit for real. And then we all got off the stage. I talked to Katy. She was like, good job, good job. I was like, hell yeah, thank you so much for bringing me out. I was being so appreciative at the time. I was like, there's no amount of thanks that I can give you for having me on stage with you, Katy. She was like, no, it's my pleasure, really. I really like your vibe so much, because I saw you before Rihanna even posted you in December. I was like, really? She was like, yeah, I be on social media just as much as everyone else. I be seeing these things. And I was like, oh, that's lit, that's lit. But sadly, we had to leave in the morning so I could go to school on Monday. And we had to leave at like 7 a.m. It was dumb early. So I left set, went back to my hotel. Ooh, something happened at the hotel. I remember something happened at the hotel. Let me tell you what happened at the hotel. Literally the day before the day, wait. Nah, it was the day before, yeah, it was the day before we left that next morning. Something happened at the hotel. It was pretty crazy. So me and my mom's room, we were way up. I don't know why, if there is any particular reason why, but like we were way up. And something happened, and it scared the shit out of us. So randomly, it was like 2 a.m., 2 or 3. The fire alarm goes off. The elevators, you can't use the elevators while there's a fire. We had to run down these flights of stairs so fast. And I was like sprinting down these stairs, jumping like 2 by 2 by 2. My mom was like, wait up. So I was like, okay. So I had to like slow down a little bit and wait for her. But like, it was just a false alarm, because we got down there and like the hotel clerk was like, nah, it was a false alarm. It was just like a practice or like a running test or I don't know. But it was a false alarm, that's what I know. And we were all down there out of energy. Everyone else in the hotel was, and we were all just like, and then we just all went back up to our rooms and went back to sleep. But like, what are the odds of that happening the time I go to New York to be on Saturday Night Live with Katy Perry? Like, first I go on stage, I go home, go to sleep, and then the fire alarm goes off. Like, how often does the fire alarm even go off when you're at a hotel? Especially when there's no fire. Okay, these are pretty clean. So that was the entire experience of the actual event. But let me tell you the aftermath of what happened. Okay, so literally the next day and the whole week, month after that, I was just getting spammed from emails, from magazines, articles, all these companies, all these news articles, ABC, NBC, Inside Edition. They were all trying to do articles about me. They were all trying to interview me. They were all trying to do this and that. And I was like, whoa, this is a lot at one time. And since I was just getting bombarded with emails and DMs and stuff, I went with like the biggest ones that hit me up at the time, because there were so many. I didn't want to just use 24 hours out of my day to hit everyone back and stuff, you know? So that week, that month, really the whole year, I was just going place to place to place to place. I went out of the country 2 times, once to Singapore, once to Chile. to do some ad campaigns and stuff. I was getting a lot of ad deals, ad campaigns, interviews, all this special stuff. I won a Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards off of this. It went pretty far. And if you're wondering how much I got paid for being on Saturday Night Live with Katy Perry, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. $734. And you're probably thinking $734, like they probably made thousands off of that episode, off of your part alone, if not more. But it's like, at the end of the day, it put me in such a great position that made me so much more than $734 that I wasn't even really tripping about it being $734. Because I mean, it's better than zero. I would have done it for zero, but I got $734 for it. So all that happened. I was in the spotlight for a good amount of time. I was traveling, doing this and that, going to all these events. You're probably wondering what happened after that. Let me tell you. So it's 2021 now, and I'm not in the spotlight as much as I used to be when I was just a young kid dancing around, going place to place to place. But there's a reason for that, I think. First of all, the floss was a trend. The trends die. Like, trends only last so long before it gets replaced by something else, and the floss was a trend. Second of all, even before it died, I decided to just not do it anymore. If you haven't noticed, I've never done it in probably a year or maybe even almost 2 years. And let me tell you why. Because the floss got so big, it got bigger than the backpack kid. So every time someone wanted to take a photo with me or something, they'd be like, do the floss, can you do the floss? Come on, man, do the floss, do the floss. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Cause like at first, like I was just like chilling. Like I was so amazed from all this newfound like fame I was getting. So I was doing the floss every time someone wanted me to, but then like, it ended up being to where it was all people wanted from me. All they wanted was the floss. All they wanted was this. And the thing is, I didn't like try to blow up from the floss. I just wanted to like blow up from, I didn't even try to blow up. It just happened. But like, it just happened with the floss, and that's just how it is. But now, I'm talking too fast. Okay, let me slow down. So back then, after like Saturday Night Live and all this, I wasn't really doing much else besides dancing. Like I was doing music here and there and stuff, but like it wasn't like my passion that I was spending a lot of my time doing. I was just kind of just like making a video here, getting 1 million views, making a video here, getting 2 million views. It was like a lot easier than I expected life to be. And I also was so young, so I didn't really realize that it was gonna get like, I wouldn't say harder, but like when you get older and you're not in that spotlight anymore, making as much as you are, going over here, making a video, getting 1 million views, you have to actually like work for what you're trying to do. Like even though the floss isn't as big as it used to be anymore, I'm still like pretty happy with the way things turned out, because now I'm starting to do my own things that I want to do and I want to get big off of again. Because some people blow up once, usually ever twice, but it's because after they blow up that one time, they're just like, I'm set for life, and they're just gonna put their feet up and chill for the rest of their lives, and then it doesn't last forever, especially because you're so young. But that's just life, man. I came to the realization that like, you have to actually grind towards your goals if you want them to happen. Back then I was like, oh, I'm rich and famous, I don't have to do anything for the rest of my life. And that caught up to me real quick. So now what I'm spending most of my time doing is, well, first of all, I got this apartment. Like, this is a big step for like growing up, like getting your first place. I'm 19 years old. I got it when I was 18. I got my first place at 18 years old. And I'm not just like chilling here with my feet up. Like you see me right here, I'm making a story time. I'm grinding, I'm working. But besides content, YouTube and TikTok too, TikTok is my shit. I love TikTok. So besides all my content creation stuff, I'm really spending a lot of my time with music production. I'm learning music theory, I'm taking piano lessons. I'm actually getting really good at the piano. I mean, not the piano, the keyboard, but I mean, it's the same thing. I'm getting pretty good at the keyboard, so I can like make my own melodies and beats and stuff like that. I'm trying to get more placements out there. I'm trying to get my beats out there more. I don't really rap much anymore, because I really mainly only rap because like everyone else was rapping. Like all these other influencers were rapping. I was like, oh, I want to rap too. But it's like it's fun and all, but I just don't find it as fun as making beats. But that's just me. Ooh, okay, so this one's clean. I was just cleaning this one for a minute. I didn't even realize. So yeah, I'm not really making money from the floss anymore, since the dance isn't as big as it used to be, and I don't even do it anymore. But I mean, I'm straight. I'm chilling. I'm doing my thing. I'm still making enough money to afford my bills. I gotta pay bills now, car insurance. You know, I got an apartment, utilities. If I leave the lights on, like all these lights are on right now, I gotta pay for that. So I gotta make the money to pay for it. But the thing is, the difference between now and back then is, I would just have to floss to make money. Now I'm doing what I love to make money. My left leg is completely asleep. Look. I cannot move my leg right now. But yeah, the floss was fun at first, but it just got repetitive. Like I wanted to move on to different things. Like I love playing the piano. I love making beats. Like if I can blow up off of that, the same level I blew up off of that dance, I'm gonna have more pride in it because it's something that I worked really hard on doing to make it happen. The floss, I just made a video and blew up. Now don't get me wrong, I still had a grind back then too, because like traveling and stuff, like I'd have to be getting up at 3 a.m. to go to the airport and stuff to go home. Oh my gosh, that was brutal. And I was young, but like I had a lot of energy and stuff, but like it can still tire you out after a while. But like, yeah, nah, I wasn't just sitting around back then either, but you just gotta be happy you're alive, man, honestly. That's the best advice I can give to anyone, because some people are gonna wake up tomorrow and they're gonna die before the day ends, and then they're not gonna have any more life. You're alive right now. Whether you're poor or rich, you having life gives you a lot more than a lot of other people already have. So you just gotta live it up to the fullest. Oh my gosh, my left leg is completely asleep. It's not moving any more than that. My right leg is fine. My right leg is fine. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for watching the story time of how I went on stage on Saturday Night Live with Katy Perry. Comment down below if you want me to do more story times, because I got plenty. I got plenty from my prime. I got plenty from now. I got some before my prime. Comment down below and tell me what story times you want to hear. From now, my prime, before my prime, or just tell me if you want a story time and I'll just think of one and I'll do a story time on it. All right, guys, I'm going to catch you. Come on now. Wake up. Wake up. This is going to take a while.